Aloha! We are here for the final episode of Mercenaries Playground of Destruction.
Good news,
Let's get
you're
right
cleared
into
for
it.
song. I'll give you the details inside. This is the big show, soldier. There's only one thing between us and total victory in this theater, and that's Song. He's holed up in a fortified mountain complex north of here. We can't get a fix on his exact location, but there's been a lot of activity near an old jail facility nearby. Now check it out. If Song's not there, you may be able to find out where he went.
Okay. Simple enough. Very little information to go off of. Oh. Aw, shit. The M1 Abrams. We've got a tank buster. Air superiority. Cluster bombs. A little bit of everything. Let's see what they have to tell us. Investigate the prison, verify the ace of spades.
Of Garrett's tanks. Although you don't have to stick with them, heavy armor is always an asset. Satellite photos show a large concentration of AA near the prison, so use caution. The Allies have made all their airstrikes available to you. You don't need to be shy about using them here.
Enemy tank down. Yeah, we definitely want to stick with the enemy, or the Allied tanks. They're going to be our friends here. And this, so is this Abrams. Expect enemy tanks pretty much around every corner waiting to ambush us. It's going to be pretty common stuff. As long as the Allied Abrams are taking the shots, that's what we want. That's interesting. That that 50 cal has a different sound than the other ones. Enemy helicopters. We gotta be careful here. Ah, shit. There is a classic solution to the helicopter problem that doesn't involve our tanks. There we go. Precision aiming is not the easiest in this game, I'll say it very plainly. Alright, that's one helo down. The other one... We can't aim our gun really high enough to target the other one, but I do have something that can. Very simple technology. It's called an F-15. Alright, that'll handle that. Alright, Mi-35 down. Oh, hello. Fun fact about the M1 Abrams, it's one of the few main modern battle tanks that don't have an auto-loader. And it's because they opt for wet ammo stowage instead, so it doesn't quite work with one. Although the loaders are trained to be able to operate pretty fast, for what it's worth. Alright, still making our way up the slope. Alright, there goes the Abrams. It was nice while it lasted. We can use a different one. And then this helicopter that's right above us, it's just going to be the same thing every time, I can promise you that. They're going to get hit by the old... by the old Kung Fu classic. Although taking a T-64 shot or T-62 shot in the mouth is not the greatest. And we're dead. I did warn you at the end of last episode that this wouldn't be an easy mission. It's actually so much more difficult than all the other missions. Probably combined. It's baffling. But, you know, we're gonna do our best, try and make this work.
You'll be spearheading the assault with a platoon of Garrett's tanks.
Not simple at all. Like 100 enemy tanks. Meanwhile, we've got 2. So yeah, keep that in mind. Shit ton of enemy helicopters. One thing I remember about this mission is losing the Abrams is not good for your health. I do recall this fact. And I gotta tell you, it is not easy to aim either. Oh, nope, that's not a helicopter, okay. Yeah, definitely let them go first. That way they're absorbing the shots. But also make sure we're accurate in taking out these enemy tanks. And Abrams is, after all, way, way better than a T-62, so at least we have that going for us.
Incoming helicopters. They'll tear through the tanks.
Holy, free holy.
Okay, and then we've got helis coming in. If we can get them before they raise up into the sky, they won't be an issue, but if they're right above us, it becomes an issue pretty fast. Of course, the complete and utter lack of zoom is another issue you face when you're in a tank. Now there is another Mi-35 in front of us somewhere. There it is. There we go. Yeah, it seems like for the Ace of Spades contracts, we're wildly underprepared. Just, it's my thoughts on the matter, at least. Don't know how much weight they have. We could be bringing a whole tank division rather than like a tank squadron. Not even that. 3 tanks. Alright, well, we made a decent run so far. Get rid of the enemy vehicles. We're up to only 20 rounds left. Don't worry about the riffraff. Worry about the tanks and the helos. Those are the only things that matter in this. Like that tank, like that tank, and like that tank.
Holy, free holy.
Oh, and then we got shot in the ass by another tank we couldn't see. They're quite fond of this trick here. Okay, those are both friendlies. That's good. I think if we make it far enough, there will be more tanks that join in the convoy, if I recall correctly. I certainly hope so. Oh, hello. Ah, shit. Yeah, the lack of stabilizers on these tanks is pretty rough. Makes it pretty hard to aim, especially considering the ground is uneven in most of this game. We're running pretty low on ammo here. Now, if I'm correct, that looks like a tank spawner. So we're just gonna need to drive past that if we want to have any semblance of success there. Drive past that, and drive past this. This Abrams is admittedly fairly fast. Kind of interesting how the entire game you're not allowed to use one until the very last mission. Very much reflects the design ethos of Mercenaries, not wanting to give you the most powerful equipment. Whereas Mercenaries 2 is A-okay with it, provided you do the side missions. And we've done the side missions. They don't give a fuck over here. They very much do not care. Alright, let's check the prison. I wish you would stay in the tank, because my fear is they're going to get in the Abrams while you're doing your kung fu bullshit. Alright, let's see what's up. Investigate prison. Oh wow, a cutscene!
I could not stop him. I tried, but there was nothing I could do. He was too strong, too determined. I could not stop him.
Stop who?
Song, my son. His men tortured me. For weeks, they have tortured me. I could not bear it any longer. He has the codes.
The launch codes?
You must stop him. My son is a desperate man. He will launch his missiles. I know it.
I'm on it. Hang in there. I'll call in our troops to come get you.
Go, now.
Aw, shit. Now this is it. The penultimate moment. Now, you might recall,
He
oh.
gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General Song's location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Song's location on your radar.
Hey, the tank's back. Nice. And we have carpet bombs now, too. And bunker busters. And some new vehicles. Alright, well, let's move on ahead. Thankfully, the Abrams has been repaired, so at least that's no longer an issue. I see you, enemy helicopter.
Whoa, that can't be good.
There we go. It's down. Yeah, those rockets are pretty powerful. Yeah, let's keep moving. Let's see here. Okay, we're actually pretty much most of the way through. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's no checkpoints in this game, so if we fail, we're gonna have to redo the entire mission, so don't fail. Enemy tank down. One advantage we have is the enemy tanks are also not trained for long-range fire support, thankfully, so we can just outgun them at long range.
Take cover!
It's a good thing too, because if they hit us, they're doing a lot of damage with those tank cannons. Russian 100mm to be exact. Now there is another helo in front of us.
There goes my ride.
Ah, shit. Alright, it's not the end of the world. There is a helicopter. Oh, did that say hijack? Oh, whatever. It's fine. Just do it the old-fashioned way. And then we'll also hit a tank buster, too. Just to get rid of the enemy tank here. Alright, we need, some vehicle. If we're gonna move on. I suppose this ZSU will have to do.
멈춰!
There we go. And then let's take care of the enemy helicopter. I hope this thing is at least somewhat doable with that. Oh wow, okay. He's point blank, we still miss. That's kind of crazy, but okay. There we go. Yeah, it's not bad at its job. Give it that. And at least it's just the smaller helicopters now instead of the full-size big chungus. Oh shit. Hello. Gonna need to borrow your ride here. If you don't mind me. Well, we managed to make it most of the mission with the Abrams. They're not immortal by any sense, so not too worried that we got destroyed. Now we just need to make it with a T-62 for the rest of it. Which notably is a lot worse. Especially when our aim is horrible like this. Alright, enemy tank down. Let's keep them moving.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Whoa, that can't be good.
Oh shit, that's a lot of enemy armor.
Gotta bail.
공격해!
Alright, so before we get killed, which is pretty close to happening here, let's go ahead and call in a tank buster. And let's call in an air superiority.
Catch myself up.
Did you just say the F word? Interesting. Not that we haven't been swearing this whole time, but they've been pretty active not doing that for most of the game. Alright, that clears most of the enemy vehicles out, thankfully.
Where's a medic?
Yeah, no kidding. Oh no! No! A random RPG soldier killed us. Please let us start at the middle point and not at the fucking very beginning. Please. Don't do us dirty like that. Oh god. Oh god. No!
You'll be spearheading the assault with a platoon of Garrett's tanks. Although you don't have to stick with them, heavy armor is always an asset.
You fucking
Satellite photos show a large
bastards!
concentration
Oh
of
my
prison,
god.
so use caution. The
No
Allies spread all
checkpoints
their
in a game
airstrikes
is actually
across the field.
torture.
You
That's
don't
just
need to be
so
shy about using
fucking
them.
rude. Yeah, like Mercenaries 1 is cool in concept and design, and execution, they fucked it up. There's a lot of this game that I'm just like, I'm so glad I prefer Mercenaries 2, and I just play that when I want to play Mercenaries. Jesus.
Holy, free holy.
Like, how are you gonna fuck over someone that hard, man? That's tough. Like, I thought Halo checkpoints were bad. Speaking of, the next game we're gonna be playing is Halo Reach. And you know what? I'm gonna do my best not to complain about a single checkpoint in this game, that game, after playing this game, because okay. Hello. Good to know you've decided you need to go up my ass. All right, enemy helo down. Holy free holy, yeah. The allies have a much better personality in the second game. Overall, the second game is just about, I'd say, 100 times better than this one. It's actually kind of crazy. Everything is more responsive. Things feel so much more real. There's a lot more missions to do. The collectibles are streamlined and not so important for unlocking or for gating progress. I mean, I guess the North Koreans aren't as good or are a better enemy than the Venezuelans. I guess. But, like, and the fact that equipment has real names in this game is kind of cool. But other than that, the quality of life is just so good in Mercenaries 2 compared to this. Let's talk about one thing, the grappling hook, for example. A game without a grappling hook like this that involves helicopters at an intimate level is it's rough, especially with that bridge level last time. The stabilization of the tank cannon. That's another thing. You wouldn't think it'd be so important, but by God it is. The cross-country ability of tanks. The PMC as an existence. Fast traveling. I gotta tell you, the last episode, more than once, I just killed myself to fast travel to the allied MASH rather than actually walk somewhere. That's not a good thing, man. That's bad.
Holy, free holy.
What do I gotta do? Just run into this? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Is there a reason this door ain't opening? I'll just blow it up, I guess. Yeah, that works. The radiation mechanic is kind of cool, but kind of forgettable as well. It's probably the reason they didn't bring it back. The heavily expanding the Mafia marketplace and making it not tied to a faction was a lot better. Pretty much all of the game is better, I feel like. Like, the story's goofier, sure, so if you want a more serious story than this fits that bill, but you're paying dearly in the gameplay department for it. So, at your own risk, in my opinion. Now, we are just about out of ammunition, but we have almost made it to the halfway point.
Holy crap.
I can't believe we got chungused by a fucking RPG guy.
Holy, free holy.
Hello, asshole. Oh, my face. Oh, just run past him. Fuck him, honestly. I think I'm of the opinion of that for everyone here. As in the enemies. Just run past them, go into the prison. It should just clear them out automatically. And then activate the cutscene. I'm curious if we can skip it. And the answer is no. Awesome. Hell yeah.
I could not stop him. I tried, but there was nothing I could do.
Man, this is a rough one. This is the danger of going back and playing games that you really like.
Stop who?
As a kid, or liked as a kid. Now, although
My son.
I
His men
knew
tortured
going
me.
into this game that
For
it had a
weeks,
lot
they
of
have
bullshit
tortured me.
behind
I
it.
could not bear it
So,
any longer.
It's not
He has
that
the
bad.
codes.
And admittedly,
The launch codes?
I did fail in the
must
final
stop
mission of
him.
Mercenaries
My son is
2
a
a bunch
desperate
in my
man.
playthrough there.
He will launch
It was
it
actually the most I had ever died in the game up to that
I'm
point. I
on
think
it.
I got like 3 or 4 deaths.
Hang
You
in
know what
there.
the difference
I'll
though
call in our
is?
troops to come get you.
In this game, there are no checkpoints. In Mercenaries 2, there was a checkpoint right at the end, so I didn't have to repeat the first bit. Although the final mission really isn't that long to begin with.
The Allies
Notably,
questioned
so-
President Kim. He gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General Sung's location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Sung's location on your radar.
Alright. So we do need to destroy this helo. Can't really see it. Oh, jeez. The Kung Fu Classic, really.
Missile.
There we go. Now it's down.
Take cover.
Alright, let's move on. Let's hope our best efforts that we can get through this
Resident
bullshit.
signal's being jammed.
Pray. Alright. It's not like the Abrams is a bad vehicle by any measure. And you know, we did take a whole bunch of damage from one shot from a T-62 because it hit us in the side, which is really unfortunate. That's another note. Mercenaries 2 and the Abrams is way, way, way more survivable than the Mercenaries 1 Abrams. Kind of interesting.
Sport options
Probably
are back
because the
online.
Abrams in Mercenaries 2 is an M1A2, or at least an M1A1. Can't really tell. Whereas in this game, it is probably just an M1 Abrams. I mean, doesn't really look like it. Alright, we've got a bunch of helicopters on us. We've got a bunch of tanks. I'm gonna go ahead and get out real quick and then call in an air superiority.
Fall back.
Excuse me, sir. The air superiority has got to be my favorite call in this playthrough. It's so damn useful the whole time. It really gets through the riffraff something crazy. Especially considering the amount of things they're willing to throw at you to fuck you over in this game. So we got to use every advantage we have to counter their advantages. Okay. Making our way downtown, walking fast. Okay, there we go. Bunch of tanks around the corner here. Make sure we take them down. Crazy how effective the grenade launcher is here. Just drive past the infantry. That's one of the beautiful things about tanks is they can just do that. Although it doesn't always work well, especially when they have man pads. No, I don't think man pad's the right word. I think we're just looking for anti-tank weaponry, really. That's a better term. Alright, let's get out of the tank. Oh, okay, so it's gonna drop us at 1 health. That's sweet. Oh, Jesus. Don't kill us. Don't do it. Don't. Begging you. Begging you, don't kill us. Oh my goodness. Alright, Oh, health. Health. Please, no.
Need to patch myself up.
Health. Oh, thank you. Okay. We're not completely fucked. I could call in a BMP. I don't know how helpful that's gonna be. Because I don't have a real tank, of course. Why would you need one of those? Yeah, the best we have is like this 30mm APC, or a BMP, or the Chinese thing with the tow missile. So let's just use what we have.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Not be too pick. Oh, hello. Oh, I know your tricks. Ooh. Oh, that was some crazy driving. He was close. Did it actually? Okay, no, they're just trying to shoot it out of the air. Where is this dude shooting
I'm
it?
badly damaged.
Oh, this dude.
Get this, I'm leaving.
Well, you dropped the BMP, so that's all that matters to me. Thanks. Alright, let's move on. Jesus. The things you gotta do for some armored support around here.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Oh wow, that didn't destroy it. Crazy. Alright, now we're really entering the scary zone here.
All
Okay.
options are back online.
We're getting pretty close. If I had to
They've
guess,
blown the
this is...
bridge.
Okay.
Well, there's only one way across.
What does that mean? A helicopter? Go up through the mountain? Do they mean jump it? They surely mean jump it. Okay, here we go. Oh lord, that's a scary proposition right there. Okay, here we go, here we go. We're gonna get this on the first attempt. No issues whatsoever. Oh my god, we did not get it on the first attempt. No! 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 Oh, I hate this mission. I hate it. This is terrible. This is torture. Oh my goodness. No. Oh shit.
You'll be spearheading the assault with a platoon of Garrett's tanks. Although you don't have to stick with
my
them,
God.
heavy armor is always an asset.
You know
Satellite
what?
photos show a large
I will,
concentration of
I'll
AA
get back to
prison,
you when
so
we
use
actually make
caution.
it back to that
Realize it may
point.
all
I
be
don't
airstrikes
feel like
available to you.
talking for that
You
whole
don't need to
section
be
again.
shy
That
about
was
using them
horrible.
here.
I fucking hate this mission. Alright, we've made it back. Finally. It took an extra attempt where we died. And now we have, let's see here. Fuck, dude. This mission is something else. I'm gonna see if we have anything faster than this truck. And it doesn't look like it. I would use the sports car if I had it. I'm pretty confident it's a call-in. Oh well. They gave us these trucks. I guess it's these trucks we're gonna be using. We're gonna have to make sure we're going fast enough because of Lord if we aren't. Oh fuck, man. Alright, we'll start from back here. Please let this be enough speed. I'm begging you, game. Oh my god, Mercenaries, why? Why do you gotta be like this? Who did this to you? Oh, whoa. Okay. Weird instant speed boost there. Please, 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 yes! Oh my god, we made it. Okay. Okay. Now we just gotta not die to these assholes. Okay, you know what? Oh, please let there be health in here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna call in a BMP. I don't think it's gonna be enough, but it's certainly a start. What the hell?
Okay, I'm on my way.
Hey, at least he decided to get in the gunner seat and not try and run me over. I'll give him that.
Special delivery.
Alright, please, we need this. Something fierce. Holy moly. I can only hope the ending of Spyro isn't this crazy. Well, that is one thing I find funny about Spyro is how relatively lax the game was after the first boss. Like, we really fucked up on the first boss, Something Fierce, but then everything got okay after that. I don't think they expected me to do this. Oh, but there is a North Korean officer there. Well? He lived? Huh. Also, we are about as stuck as it gets right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's funny. Only the tops and bottom of the treads move. Alright. We're making our way very slowly. You see, this is one of those sections I don't think they expected you to call on a tank on. In fact, they even tried to prevent you from being in a tank here, I think. But alas, that is not our problem. At all. Yeah, you use your artillery. That's fine, pal. Oh boy. Okay, we made it to the gate. Not exactly sure how we're gonna get through the gate. I mean, they could just let us in politely, I suppose. It's probably an enter sort of thing, like you gotta enter the gate and then fight on foot. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm so much more comfortable if we're only fighting infantry for the last bit. I am a-okay with that. Doesn't bother me one bit. Nope, this is okay, this is pretty cut and dry too then. I know exactly what we need to do.
Signal's being jammed.
Signal's being jammed. Well, what if we just back up a little bit?
Support options are back online.
It's really funny how that works, isn't it?
Roger, target received.
Alright, send them in.
Bombs free.
Your SNS
Well,
signal's being jammed.
I mean, that's the thing, you know.
He's launched the missiles.
Oh,
You've only got one
jeez.
chance
Okay, here
now.
we go.
That code Kim gave us can still disable the warheads, but you need to enter it before they get out of range.
So here's my thought process, right? At what point did someone think to themselves, like, playtesting this, you know, maybe a checkpoint would have been good. And then the developer was like, checkpoints? What the fuck are you talking about, checkpoints? We don't believe in checkpoints here. You bastard. How dare you say that to my face? We're out of C4. I don't think we can get through this fence. Where are we getting through? Shit. Is there a way through? Okay, I guess that's a way through. Okay, now we do need to be careful about the RPG guys. Yeah, the destructible environments are also a lot better in Mercenaries too, for what it's worth. But, you know, I'm not gonna... I'll try not to harp on that too much more. I'm just gonna try and finish this mission and wash my hands of this godforsaken mission. Okay. You know, this is a great time for a grenade. Okay. Blast fence. Oh, okay, so is there a reason that fence in particular is so much more powerful than the other ones? Hello? Nice sniper rifle. Oh, jeez. And then there's a helicopter now, apparently. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, no, don't do me dirty. Do not do me dirty like that. I don't think my heart could take it. Okay, what do we gotta do to not die here to this piece of shit helicopter? There's gotta be something here. I fired my rockets and it's just like, no. Oh, here we go. Please, if there was one checkpoint in the entire game, let it be right here. Please let it be right here, game. I'm begging you. If there's one in the entire game, don't put us at the start of this piece of shit mission. Oh my god. This is I'm gonna be honest, Mercenaries 1 was like a 7 out of 10 at the highs, a 6 out of 10 at the lows. This is like a 3 out of 10 right here for this mission. This has actually soured my opinion of the game so much playing through this final mission again. I feel very sad for anyone, including my former self, who actually played through this piece of shit mission and didn't get it on the first try and had to go through it 8 times. Because that makes it more fun, playing the same mission over and over again. Everyone knows that. And you're damn silly for thinking otherwise, honestly. Wow, this is something. Yeah, you know, it was actually Count Vason who recommended this one, or he ended up being the vote that swung Mercenaries 1 to be the game I ended up playing for the curated Let's Play next. And this is, I mean, technically blind, but, you know, not really. He had suggested Rayman. I'm gonna be honest, I'm thinking about rescinding his suggestion after this fiasco and just not even doing it. I think that might be the fairest thing to do, because I'm not dealing in, especially after he told me he wanted to watch me play it specifically because he wanted to watch me crash out and rage. I don't know if we're gonna be playing Rayman now after this. I've got to really think about it. I mean, definitely, it wasn't going to be the next game anyway. Star Wars Battlefront 2004 would be the next blind Let's Play. Thank goodness. A game that's actually short and decent for a change. But, you know, that's just the price you pay, I guess, when you play shit games. Can we? Thank you. Oh, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I really got to make a rule. Try not to suggest games that are really long. Just why? Like, I don't want to play a 20-hour game, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So, I guess I'll be back to you when I get back 90% of the way through the mission again, and when we fail again, and then we're just back in this never-ending loop. It's gonna be like a 4-hour-long video or whatever trash. I'm so excited. So I've thought it over. I was thinking to myself, what were the hardest moments we've had in Let's Playing so far? There was Halo 3 Legendary, the last level, and a couple points in between where I was just getting hard filtered. Checkpoint saved us there, really. That was the difference maker in making it to where it was able to get past. Like we could actually efficiently complete the mission. Whereas Ninja Gaiden 2 really wasn't that bad, honestly. There was only like one or like Chapter 8 we had a couple deaths on. And that sucked pretty bad. The checkpoints were bad. Like, they took us 20 minutes back or whatever, but the difference was, there was checkpoints there. Modern Warfare 2 had a couple points where I got killed over and over again, but the checkpoints are very generous for the most part in Modern Warfare 2. So again, not an issue for the vast majority of the game.
That can't be good.
Scooby-Doo didn't really have any hard parts. Just, I know that game too well to really get messed up by it. I know all the memes in it. King Kong. The hardest part of that game was just the glitching. And that only happened a little bit. It wasn't that frequent, for what it's worth. So, can't really say that was bad. Mercenaries 2 was fine. Really wouldn't say there was any part of it that was that difficult. Everything was approachable for the most part. Star Wars Battlefront 2, wasn't difficult. We got through that game with pretty much no difficulty, I'd say. Let's see, what other games have we played? Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare was pretty easy, all things considered. We actually blasted through that game, I'd say. I mean, you think about it, like, we died, I think, once, maybe twice in the entire playthrough. So that might have been a little too easy. Like, there was a couple times we got close to death. See a lot of headlights. Limbo, I mean, there was a couple points where we had to look up the puzzle, and I felt like an idiot during it, and I was perturbed, certainly, but not angry. This level is crossed that bridge. I've definitely gotten to angry Barry playing this level. Very bullshit. Like, look, we've already discussed many of the reasons why this level sucks ass. I think another one is the fact that you lose your Abrams. You got only 2 others that you could potentially get. That's not very good. That doesn't help at all. And you can't call it in. Yeah, this has just been rough. There's a dude shooting RPGs at us from behind. Can't see him, of course. Why would I be able to, right? This part isn't so bad. Like, you can run... Mercenaries is very quick to prove you wrong. They very much enjoy that, Mercenaries 1. Of course, there is no difficulty selector, though notably we'd probably, unless it's like really hard like Ninja Gaiden, we'd probably be playing at the hardest difficulty. Because that's just what we've been doing most playthroughs. Halo Wars, we almost lost a mission on Legendary just because, like, the enemy's damage was really high. But we only played 3 levels of Halo Wars, so it's a bit different too. Company of Heroes 2, I knew how difficult that was going into it, so there's no surprise there on, like, the crazy difficulty there. We set up a 2v4 expert AI. Of course that's going to be difficult.
Too determined. I could not stop him.
Stop who?
Portal 1 was not hard. That's just a fun game to go through.
My son, his man
Red Dead Revolver. Final mission was a bit tough in that. We lost like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times. Can't remember. Now it's been a while since we played it.
The launch codes?
You must stop him.
And I was frustrated, but I wouldn't say it was the most frustrating by a country mile.
I know it.
I'm on it. Hang in there. I'll call in our troops to come get you.
Go now.
Okay.
The Allies questioned President Kim. He gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General Sung's location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Sung's location on your radar.
So we definitely want the M3 Bradley. It's pretty useful. Kind of... This section with the helicopters up here is pretty unfair because they're infinitely spawning as far as I'm aware. I think the only way to stop that is if you destroy... I actually don't know. My hunch is that you can stop that by destroying the alarm system. That's my only hunch. If that doesn't work, then I don't know what would work. Of course, you got a spawner right here, spawning RPG dudes behind you. Tow missile isn't strong enough, so you gotta either get out and call in something or just face the wrath of RPGs from behind. Then, of course, you have the tanks in front of you, which have already destroyed us, and I'm sure they're gonna kill us, and then we're gonna have to restart. You know, just the usual Mercenaries bullshit. Yep, there we go. Yeah, at this point, I've kind of become numb to it. We've just died like 10 times in a row here. What was supposed to be a quick 20-minute mission. I mean, admittedly, I knew this was going to be an extremely difficult mission going in. I was hoping it would only take 20 minutes to an hour, and we're at the 2-hour mark, I think, right now. In attempts, this is it's hell. It's definitely hell. I feel scrambled by this. I really hate it.
A large concentration of AA near the prison, so use caution. The Allies
I certainly
have made
hope
all
you
their
enjoy it
airstrikes
because I'm
available
going through
to
torture
you.
here.
You don't need to be shy about using them here.
Holy crap!
The Hoi 4 series wasn't that difficult, either of them, so far. Like, this, I've played a lot of Hoi 4, so I know what I'm in for there. Just trying to think of what else we played.
Incoming helicopters. They'll tear through the tanks.
Gotta be a little careful on ammo usage here if we want to get through. But thankfully the Mi-35s do fly a bit low, so we actually have the opportunity to shoot them. Low enemy tank. You know, in one sense, I actually think it's easier to shoot down the enemy helicopters and tanks with the Bradley than it is the Abrams, because it's going to take 2 shots regardless if it puts them on fire with the tow missile or the cannon. Really? There we go. Oh, and then there's the tank on the side. Yeah. Unless you hit them in very particular spots, like if you hit anywhere on the front or even kind of the side, it doesn't count, but if you hit like the
Whoa, that can't be good.
crazy. Yeah, the vertical guidance isn't very good on these Abrams, what can you say? I think what makes this the most frustrating is the no checkpoints. That's definitely what sets this apart from everything else. I've iterated on that, I'll reiterate on it some more. It's bullshit. Oh. Shooting our own Abrams, not the smartest thing we've ever done. Okay. Making it through alright. Doing our best. I'm starting to feel a little sick at this point. I just want it to be over. It's kind of like a test you know you're gonna fail.
Look at me, I'm the governor.
Whoa. Never heard that line before. It's fun. We haven't had the Abrams for the second section in a while. That's why I'm playing it kind of slow here to try and preserve it. Although, admittedly, I'm getting shot from the back by a tank, so we'll see how well that goes. Then there's a Chungus right there. I think we can just drive through this section with the tank. Probably be able to make it. Whoa, okay, careful, come on. Come on, just almost there. Alright, and we made it to the prison again. Whew. What a day. What a day.
I could not stop him. I tried, but there was nothing I could do. He was too strong, too determined. I could not stop him.
Stop who?
Saul, my son, his men tortured me. For weeks, they have tortured me. I could not bear it any longer. He has the codes.
The launch codes?
You must stop him. My son is a desperate man. He will launch his missiles. I know it.
I'm on it. Hang in there. I'll call in our troops to come get you.
Go, now.
The Allies questioned President Kim. He gave them the abort codes for the nukes and General
It's the
Song's
Mercenaries.
location. I've sent the codes to your PDA and marked Song's location on your radar.
Alright, that's building is taken care of. No RPG is going to be coming out of there. And by the way, if you're curious, why not try a helicopter? Well, I did hijack one. There's about 900 AA every square feet, so option is pretty largely unrealistic. So if you're curious why we haven't been really doing that too much on screen, there's your answer. Low MA-35. Yeah, the vertical guidance on these tanks is pretty rough. Like, how are we supposed to look up if we just can't? Just gotta wait for the helicopter to, like, come around the corner. He disappear? Well, okay.
Support options are back online. Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Holy crap!
So why did that do half our health in one shot? Like, do we have a shot trap like it's War Thunder on our turret? Like, what's going on here? I thought the front armor of an Abrams was supposed to stand up to a shot or two, you know? Like, just a thought. Yeah, the way this final mission is structured, if you don't immediately rush, you're at risk of getting overwhelmed. But if you rush, then you get overwhelmed regardless. So you're just really fucked. Also,
Your
we're one
SNS
health.
signal's being jammed.
And we're dead again. Great. Great. And I think truly the worst part of this is that it's the last part of the series. So I'm stuck here until I finish this mission. I can't get up. I can't eat. I'm like an hour past when I want to eat breakfast. And I don't know how long I'm going to be here, honestly. I just have to deal with this torture. Oh my god. It's probably been, I think, 9 attempts since we've made it back here. Yeah, I feel mentally drained by this mission. I thought about what could make it easier for us to actually get through the very final part. Pretty simple. Nothing too crazy, really. Just, I got some C4 for the fences. And then I have anti-armor rifle, or anti-air missiles for the Mi-35 that shows up. One can hope that that's enough. If it's not, then I suppose we're in big trouble, aren't we? Oh, cluster bombs seem to be okay. Killed most of them. I also healthed up, just to make sure that we'd be alright. And if we get low on health again, then I'll do it again. We gotta do what we gotta do to finish this mission after all. I'd really like to eat some food, so... And for whatever reason, I'm deciding I'm not going to until I finish this mission, so... Now you know where our head's at. Notably, the cargo truck not immune to small fire. Small arms fire. That's fine. We're almost there. Calling another cluster bomb. Get rid of the riffraff in front of us.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Is that how that works?
Support options are back
Oh,
online.
I see. So they just don't want us to I mean, you know, that's fine. Whatever you gotta do. I'm still gonna bunker buster this since
Roger,
it
target
worked
received.
last time.
Bombs free.
Cool looking explosion.
He's launched the missiles. You've only got one chance now. That code Kim gave us can still disable the warheads, but you need to enter it before they get out of range.
It's funny they mention you've only got one chance now, as if we didn't have one chance before. As in, like, you wouldn't just send us back to the very front every single time. But, you know, let's not get caught up in the apples and oranges of this. Throw some grenades over the top. Alright, and then let's plant our C4. And hope that's enough to destroy it, because if it isn't, then we're in trouble. Okay, that seems to have done the trick. Now, we are going to need to take out this jammer here if we want to have any semblance of victory. Oh, but it's beyond the fence. We can't get to it. Okay, makes sense. Honestly, this is the final mission after all. Probably don't want us just cheesing it. If only there was a way you could just open the gate. Is there a button for it? No. Okay.
Your SNS signal's being jammed.
Yeah, I know that. Alright. Okay, we still have another C4. Good. Now we can use the cover here to protect ourselves. Oh shit, watch out for there. Yeah, you never know what's going to kill you on this mission, so it's best to just take it easy. But not too crazy at the same time, because if we dilly-dally, then a helicopter's going to show up and mess our day up. Alright, there's the final fence broken. Just gonna lock in here for what I hope is the last attack. We're killing him, by the way. I'm not even gonna bother trying extracting him. Or maybe we have to bother trying extracting him, because if we don't, then... Okay, there. We just punch into codes there. Nice shotgun.
No, you've destroyed the computer. There's no way to stop the missiles now. Stay focused. An AN extraction team is on its way for Kim. Now go get Sung.
This is your fault, Mercenary. Yours and yours alone. It didn't have to come to this. Do you think I want to launch a nuclear missile? Of course not. But you leave me no choice. Because of you, I have no army. I have no country. I have only these missiles. And the will to use them. How else can I get the world to listen?
Okay. Well, it didn't fail us for failing to abort the missiles. Interestingly. What does that even mean? What now? Okay, where is homeboy at?
Quick, get him!
Okay, he's on the other side of the prison. Sure. This is a confusing level. Certainly. Just keep moving on. He's over here. Hello. Oh, okay, well, that's a problem. I have no answer to that in my 35. I've already used all my missiles. Just hope that we can get past. Just gonna shoot Song. Oh, maybe if I verify on the mission one. Alright. Oh, please
Sorry,
let it be so.
Game over.
Colonel Garrett is going to be happy to hear about this.
Yeah, not too bad for a day's work.
Oh, is this it? Have we done it? We'll take it. I don't care. 10 save game? Sure. Absolutely. Anything to have this game be over. Continue. Oh my god, we've done it.
It's just awful. Reports are streaming in at least 100,000 dead, possibly more. Seoul has been absolutely devastated, burned to the ground. Witnesses report several craters miles wide and hundreds of feet deep. I am getting a message. We're going to have to evacuate this area. The danger even here is too great. This is Adriana Livingston reporting live for GSRN.
Are we back? Factional violence continues to rock Pyongyang, with little regard for AN authority. With reports that the Russian mafia is now firmly in control, one fears that the worst has not yet passed for the people of North Korea. For GSRN, this is Kyle Kawaki.
I imagine we're gonna get credits now. There might be like something left over. If not, I'll just say my outtakes and then we'll get going. Oh, perfect, credits. So, oh man. Apparently I've got glitter all over my fingers for some reason. It's really weird. And my arms. This is awesome. Well, thanks to the viewer for watching through Mercenaries. I can't do the YouTube without you guys, so I really appreciate everyone who tunes in and actually watches the episodes. If you just watch the shorts, that's cool or whatever, but I'd really appreciate it if you actually watch the videos too. I put a lot of work into them. Thanks for all my co-hosts who come on and help me make videos. They make it a lot more fun. Like Heckler, Count Vason, Nebuchadnezzar, John 12-inch, Geo, Solid Corporal, Hebeldop, Zombie, Tankman, if I haven't already mentioned him. Thank you guys a bunch. It's honestly a lot of fun having you guys on the YouTube channel with me a lot for the various projects that we do. I want to dedicate this playthrough to my late father, Stephen Randolph Hicks Jr. I really miss you, Dad. It was a lonely year without you, 2025. As I'm recording this, it's the 1st of January. And yeah, this is the second year now that I've been out without my my pa. And I really owe everything to him. So let's have a moment of silence for him. So that being said, I already have mentioned what game is going to be next, but I'm going to extrapolate on that a little bit. It's going to be Halo Reach. It's going to be our second solo attempt into the Halo universe. I'm going to be playing it on Legendary, I'm pretty sure, which is... I'm excited because I've never beaten Halo Reach on Legendary solo. I have tried... I don't remember even... I think maybe got past the first level. In co-op, I got past up to the 6th level, Long Night of Solace, where you're going into the jet or whatever, the spaceship. And it was okay. So, it should be a journey. I'm excited to play it. It'll be the next 360 game on the channel after we took our short break, well, long break here for the original Xbox on Mercenaries 1. And we'll be going back to the PS2 for the second game ever for the channel. For Star Wars Battlefront 2004 will be the next blind Let's Play. Yeah. Let's see. What's some cool things about Mercenaries 1? Some outtakes about this in particular. 3 different types of collectibles wasn't terrible. It was cool finding them and collecting them, but the very real payoffs being tied to them sucked. Especially helicopters. The fact that there were no helicopters available throughout the entire playthrough unless I found them actually made it hell in some segments. Especially combined with the fact that the helicopters there were very few and far between, so it really fucked us on that one. And not only that, but there was so much AA to compensate for it as well. It really just bent me over a barrel. Yeah, to put it simply. What was cool about Mercenaries 1? The tone. I liked the tone of the story and the story itself. Those elements were nice. I liked the cutscenes where they were. The different factions, how they got along was kind of cool. The faction missions themselves were neat for the most part. The characters were fairly good. What was another thing that was uncool about Mercenaries 1? No checkpoints. That's seriously let the gameplay down, was the no checkpoints. Like, that final mission would have been so much more fun if there was a checkpoint anywhere. As of this point, I think I've been on this mission for I was on it for about 3 hours before I finally beat it, which is, wow, just something else. Especially when you compare the Ace of Hearts mission, took 9 minutes, I think. 9. So, and normally, you know, like, that sort of thing isn't so bothersome. But when you're recording it and you're trying to get it up, you kind of want to do it faster. Not like speedrun, of course, but first, second, or third attempt at most. But 10th attempt? Fuck, bro. That's tough. The tanks were okay. They're definitely better in Mercenaries 2. Most of the driving was fine by the end. I actually didn't mind it so much. It was just very precise. You had to be very careful with your controls when you were driving. The presence of cheat codes, all it did was make me think I wanted it. But I was actually so close to using an infinite health cheat code by the end. I ultimately decided against it, and that same run I ended up beating Song, so I'm really glad for that, because I would have felt like a bitch for sure if I resorted to using a cheat. Now, we did end up looking up a couple of the HVT locations. I think 5 in total out of the 40. I really don't feel bad about that. I looked up the puzzle solutions in Limbo, and that seems much more egregious to me for like 4 or 5 puzzles in that one as well out of the 30 or 40. So pretty much the same chungus there. I think the problem with that is they just didn't give us enough intel. Like, if you beat all the missions, they should just tell you where they're all at. Unless they want you to do it after the game is over, which doesn't really make too much sense in my mind. One thing I'm kind of curious about is why the nuclear missile wasn't averted. Like, did I have to hold the button? Peter Stormare is in this. That's cool. He plays the therapist in Until Dawn. Jennifer Hale, I feel like I've heard that name before. Well, I mean, obviously from Mercenaries 2, but I don't know about other than that. Let's see, what were some other cool parts about Mercenaries 1? The setting. North Korea is a cool setting. I liked that. They did a pretty good job considering the limitations of the technology on the original Xbox compared to the 360. Splitting the open world into 2 probably was a sensible decision, along with having each of the aces on their own little island. Made for nice self-contained levels. I like the idea, certainly. Airstrikes were cool, but they didn't look cool. They just executed cool, if that makes sense. Like, they did a lot of damage, but the visual effects were much better for explosions in Mercenaries 2. Overall, if someone were to ask me, hey, I've got Mercenaries or Mercenaries 2, which should I play? Or should I care about playing Mercenaries 1 if I wanted to play 2? Not really. Not unless you're playing on, like, maybe an emulator. That way you can use save states. Definitely would have helped, because there's no autosave, so... Playing it on original hardware, I'd pick Mercenaries 2 every single time. Yeah. Is this Pandemic's best game? No. No, it's probably either Mercenaries 2 or Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005. And if I had to say, I'd probably lean towards Battlefront 2 2005 just because of how many countless hours and enjoyment I got out of it as a kid. Mercenaries 2 is pretty damn good, don't get me wrong. It's got troubles of its own, though. Oh, we had 28 retries. I guarantee most of those were near the end. 41 deaths. 11 hours and 15 minutes. That's not bad. And then 15 saves in total. That's not very many. Alright, cool. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. This was Papa Zappa. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, aloha.